This is the reasons why I will never see The Long Walk ever again.
We got a problem. 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 Yeah, it's probably you. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem. Yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem. We got a problem.
Yo, what's poppin', people? Cobra Star Green back with you guys for another video. Look, you guys first time finding my channel, like it says below, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also like the video, it really does help. Yes, today I'll be talking about why I am never seeing The Long Walk ever again. Yes. So like I said one more time, if you guys like that video, subscribe. Let's get right into it. Now, if you guys know, I've already done my full-on review of The Long Walk. I've even went on Double Toasted and did my review over there of The Long Walk. But now I'm going to talk to you guys specifically about really like why I'm just never going to see this movie again, even though I love the film. Now let's get right into it. Now, first thing is, so look, I know we just saw the last season of Squid Games, and if you can kind of compare Squid Game to The Long Walk, and that being that there's only one winner. But look, the difference between why I can rewatch Squid Game and I don't want to rewatch The Long Walk is because in Squid Game, yes, there's one winner, right? But in Squid Game, pretty much a lot of the characters don't like one another, right? So you can kind of pick a side. You can kind of be like, okay, I can't wait for that certain character to go. I can't wait for him to go. I can't wait for her to go because they're so evil and stuff like that. But when you watch The Long Walk, there's not really a character like that. You know, we watch The Long Walk, everyone seems like a human being. You know, they don't seem like cartoon characters. They care for one another. And that's probably the most reason why I don't want to see this ever again. It's because it's just different in that aspect. Like, these people generally care for one another. When someone dies in a film, you see everybody just stop and like, oh snap, like, no, we lost somebody, you know? And you would think that these people have been friends for years, but they just met each other. But it doesn't feel like that. They all feel generally very close to one another. So that's what makes it such a hard watch. And also in Squid Game, they kind of make it fun too, so that's a little different. Like I said, I could watch Squid Game and be like, well, I can't wait for that certain person to die because so-and-so don't like him anyway, you know? But in this, it's like, no, like I said, there's not really evil character. There's one evil character, sort of, like, there's a character that kind of gets someone else killed, or kind of, no, he does get someone else killed. But even that character kind of comes around and you can kind of later on kind of see like, okay, he's evil, but maybe there is a reason behind it. You know, I'm not gonna spoil that, going too deep into that. But even the most evilest character, I would say, in the thing, aside from Mark Hamill's character, the Major, is another Walker. But you know, you kind of come around. You not all the way around, because I was still like, no, you did a very bad thing early on. But it was still like, maybe his mind is messed up somewhere else. And you can kind of see that even the way this certain character paces around. He's moving faster than everybody else. So you know something is consistently going through this character's mind, but you just don't know exactly what it is. Like, I'm sure this character has some mental health issues or some mental issues, but the movie doesn't really tell you that. It kind of shows you a little bit. But like I said, besides that, like, I'm telling you, every single one of these characters just cares so much about the next. And like I said, that's one of the reasons why it makes it such a hard watch to watch again. And another reason why this movie was a hard watch is because this movie reminded me of another movie. Look, y'all, when I watched this movie, the first thing I was thinking of, especially when the movie ended, was like, oh my God, this feels like another movie I saw a couple years ago, and another movie that I was like, yeah, I'm never ever going to see this movie again. And that is sad movie, but Fruitvale Station, starring Michael B. Jordan, directed by Ryan Coogler. I hate watching this movie. I ain't seen it since the last time I ever watched it. I've only ever seen this movie one time. And you want to know why I've only ever seen it one time? It's because I feel so uncomfortable watching it. I watch it and I get scared, you know? And I'm like, I don't want to feel that way watching a movie ever again. Now, it's an amazing freaking film. I absolutely loved it when I watched it the first time. But I just get that certain feeling watching the movie where I'm like, I don't want to revisit that feeling again, you know? And the same thing happens when I watch The Long Walk. I sat there and I watched The Long Walk and I'm like, God damn, I be wanting to cry sometimes. I get depressed watching this movie. I get sad. Well, it's kind of the same thing. But I get so sad and upsetting watching this film that I'm like, I don't want to revisit that again. I don't want to go through that again. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's the same exact thing here. I draw similarities from the Squid Game and Fruitvale Station, you know? Another thing is that they're in a Zootopia type of time period, or type of time, you know? Like the fact that they feel like, look, we gotta do something like this, you know, so we gotta step up involuntary, even if they know what the outcome will be, you know, it's only one person that's gonna make it, you know? But the fact that they still feel like, well, damn, I feel like I gotta do this, you know, I gotta go through with this type of thing. Makes it another hard watch. You know, you sit there and you're like, yo, what must they be going through? I know somebody said like it was Vietnam or something around the time, but they were like, why? I was saying like, why would, like, who would actually really want to do this? I know the winner gets one wish that they can wish on anything, and then riches beyond, you know, your imagine. You know, you're rich forever pretty much. But it's still like, 49 of y'all ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? 49 of y'all ain't gonna make it out. So I think that would be enough for me to be like, I probably wouldn't make it anyway, so I probably wouldn't want to do it. But the fact that they feel like they have to do it is just difficult to watch in itself. But yeah, those are my biggest reasons why I don't really want to rewatch this and never see this ever again. I want to know your guys' reasons. Are you guys going to see this movie again? Are you guys not? Let me know down below. I think my biggest criticism with the movie is that the dialogue is very hard to hear. And now I get it, because you have actors consistently moving. They're not standing and talking where the microphone could just stay right there. No, everyone's walking at the same time, so it's going to be kind of harder to pick it up. Which, I mean, David Johnson's character I felt like was kind of the hardest to hear sometimes, but even, man, I'm telling you, he's gonna probably win supporting actor of the year, or it'd be very close to winning it. I'm telling you, he did such a phenomenal job in the movie. But that was probably my biggest criticism in the movie, but I absolutely loved watching this movie. This, like I said, if you see my other review, you guys know this is one of my favorite movies of the year. I think I have it right below Sinners, but I might rethink that list. I might put it #1, who knows? But I absolutely love this movie, but I will never see it again. I'm telling y'all guys that. But look, you guys first time finding my channel, please, for your boy, hit that subscribe button, like the video. But it really does help if you guys like the video and subscribe. But hey, man, we will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.